Hey guys, my name is Emma. So this should be my first video. I did do an introduction video for the channel, but this is really my first video, and it's taken me a while to sit down and get it filmed, obviously because I've been busy with having a kid and whatnot, which my youngest is with me all the time. But today I want to talk about personal power. Personal power is one of those things that I think seems like a really vague concept, but in truth, it's pretty simple. In its simplest definition, a personal power is our ability to direct our energy, and that is where we focus our thoughts, where we focus our words, and where we focus our actions. Many times we're just not aware of our personal power, and we're just not aware of what it means to take responsibility for our own energy and our own actions. And there's really no judgment in that, because understanding your personal power is truly a process. It's truly a process of understanding how much strength there is in being aware of your thoughts, being aware of what affects your thoughts, and being aware of how you can take a step back and take control of what is affecting you, and learning what to feed into your mind, learning what to put into your body, learning who to surround yourself with to reinforce your personal power. So personal power is really tied into self-worth. If we don't have a good view of our self-worth, if we don't have a good understanding of the inherent self-worth that we all carry, then we're not going to have a good understanding of our personal power. And that's basically just your ability to take accountability and direct your life in the direction that you want. So personal power is very important. It's one of those things that once you start to get a hold on it, because again, it's a lifetime process, you really begin to see how much of what you think can affect your day-to-day life, how subconscious thoughts and subconscious beliefs direct what we say, how we think and feel about ourselves, and who we surround ourselves with. And I personally have learned a lot about personal power, and still learning. So again, this is not me coming from a place of knowing everything, but this is my personal experience with personal power. Ways in which we know that we're standing in our personal power and utilizing it in a positive, healthy way would be to set healthy boundaries and keep them. If someone is, say, for instance, you have a friend or a partner who is calling you names or calling you out of your name anytime there's conflict, and you say, that's a boundary for me, and they continue to cross it, and you continue to allow their presence in your life, well, that would be not standing in your personal power. But if you say, I'm not going to do this, and I'm not going to have people around me who behave that way, then that's standing in your personal power. Another example of standing in your personal power, and I'll apply this to romantic relationships, but you can also apply this to friendships. If someone tells you that you're not being patient enough and waiting on them, and you have been pouring in and giving the energy that's needed to build a solid foundation for a relationship, and they're saying that you need to wait on them, it is never wise or in your personal power to wait on someone to decide what your worth is. And I'm hoping that that makes sense. When you wait on someone to decide what your worth is in your life, you are handing over your personal power to them and saying, I don't know what my worth is. Please decide this for me. And there's no judgment coming from that, because I've been in that space myself where I would wait and wait and wait on partners to decide to put me in a place of priority. And what that does is that says, like, hey, I don't know what my worth is, so I need you to decide for me. When you know what your worth is, when you know that who you are is enough, and that anyone else that shows up in your life needs to be bringing extra to the table, you won't be waiting on someone. And that's just how important personal power is. It directs what we allow into our lives. It directs what we think of who we are. And another thing about personal power is the fact that it has nothing to do with what we own. It has nothing to do with what we are physically surrounded with in terms of material things. Don't get me wrong, I love nice things. I love fancy things. But your personal power is really reliant upon who you are, not what you have. And if you don't know who you are, then typically you'll continue to surround yourself with people who rely upon you not knowing who you are and what you need. And again, my hope is that when I'm sharing what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, what is coming to me as I'm inspired, that hopefully you guys will be able to take away from this and utilize this to help build your own self-worth, to help build your own personal power. Because true personal power is about accepting yourself for who you are, and about highlighting your strengths, and lovingly taking a look at your weaknesses and saying, okay, this is who I am. This is what I need. This is what I'm worth. Now it's time to step up and not continue to allow things in your life that are not going to effectively put you in a place where you are at your best self. And I am currently not in a perfect place. I'm still on a path. I'm still getting to know all these things. So, I am hoping that the information that I've shared in this video is helpful. I want to continue to explore and talk about things with regards to personal power, with regards to self-worth, with regards to masculine and feminine energies, with regards to boundaries and self-love and partnership and friendship and empowering yourself and empowering others. That's just a short list among many things. Anyways, if you like this, go ahead and click a like on this video. Share it with someone who needs it. My job here is to simply pour out information to help you guys find ways in which you can create your own happiness through understanding what your personal power is and how to utilize it. I hope you guys have a blessed Monday.